Ben Yunson here. After you've warmed up on guitar, you might feel comfortable playing soloing lines all over the guitar neck, a little bit like what you just heard. But up until the point that you feel that you're warmed up, I think that it's really important to have a well-defined warm-up routine as part of your overall practice routine. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. For me, a well-structured warm-up routine is the musical equivalent of eating a healthy breakfast in the morning or exercising in the morning. In other words, it sets you on the right path for the day that lies ahead. For me personally, I am not a fan of warm-ups that focus solely on the physical aspect of warming up. I find it far more beneficial to warm up using tangible materials that you might actually use in your playing. For example, creating scale and arpeggio-based warm-up concepts. These types of materials, scales and arpeggios, are absolutely crucial parts of every guitarist's improvisational or soloing language. So why not tackle these materials when you first pick up the instrument each day, when your mind is arguably at its freshest and most receptive? So today, I'd like to show you some of my approaches to warming up on guitar, and I believe that warming up is just as important for you physically as it is mentally. And while I can't give you any specific advice on your own physical or mental well-being in relation to guitar, I can show you what I do to warm up. And the most important part of warming up for me is starting slowly. There's no reason to start playing fast as soon as you pick up the guitar. In fact, I think this is incredibly counterproductive. My personal suggestion would be to play material-based warm-ups at a tempo as slow as 60 BPM and possibly no faster than 100 BPM. Experiment with the tempo and see which one works best for you. I find that starting off as slowly as possible has always been incredibly beneficial for me. You can learn all 20 of the warm-up etudes that I use in my latest masterclass, How to Warm Up, at bensguitarclub.com, which has been newly expanded and updated to feature 21 lesson videos with tab and notation of every etude, as well as detailed written examples and technical explanations. You can also get How to Warm Up as part of the 2025 edition of the BGC bundle, which also features all of my mini lessons and masterclasses available at Ben's Guitar Club. Let's begin with an arpeggio-based warm-up. One of my favorite things to do when I'm warming up is to take major 7 arpeggios and cycle these arpeggios through fourths. For example, I might take an F major 7 arpeggio and play it over a 2-octave range. As you could hear, that was an ascending pattern. Now to continue in a pattern of fourth intervals, let's play a descending B flat major 7 arpeggio. To continue in fourths, now we'll have an ascending E flat major 7 arpeggio, followed by a descending A flat major 7 arpeggio. So you can begin to get an idea of how this warm-up will sound. We're going to utilize all 4 inversions of the major 7 arpeggio, and we're going to cycle through 12 keys. Let's check it out. Now let's try a warm-up that focuses a little bit more on scales. In fact, this warm-up is going to combine two elements. Firstly, a spread triad, and then a brief scale passage. This gives us what we could call a 1-3-5-8-7-6-5-4 pattern within the C major scale. We'll continue this concept in a descending pattern utilizing additional diatonic triads in the key of C major and additional modes also derived from the C major scale. Let's hear how this might sound as a warm-up utilizing more triadic inversions. You can check out both of these warm-up etudes in How to Warm Up at bensguitarclub.com. And in fact, once you feel as though you are pretty thoroughly warmed up, you can learn the final warm-up etude, which is a soloing etude, and sounds a little bit like this. And you'll hear that this soloing etude incorporates many of the scale and arpeggio-based concepts explored throughout the masterclass. Warming up is my favorite part of each practice day. It's something of a meditative moment where you can familiarize yourself with the instrument and prepare yourself for the musical day that lies ahead. What do you like to do to warm up? Do you have any particular warm-up exercises or etudes that you enjoy? Maybe it's something that you've played for years, or maybe it's one of my warm-up etudes. Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like so that we can push it out to as many people as possible. Keep on warming up, keep on enjoying playing music, and I'll see you next time.